Yo, what's up? This your guy Marc, Lovell as hell, hitting y'all 2 times today. And I'm going to put up one about relationships and things like that for open to interpretation. This one I'm going to put up about sucker shit and a contributing factor of why the cultural consensus is the way that it is. So let's go. Now, I do a lot of research on a lot of things. Before I speak on something, I do my research. I do my research on the pro side, and I also do my research on the con side. Now, I was just watching some shit, and it made me think about some stuff that happened a few years ago, and I just think that it needs to be spoken on. You know, a lot of people don't, and that's their prerogative, but I don't get no shit. So I say what the fuck I want to say. If I ain't lying, and it's from my perspective, you don't have to agree with it. You don't have to believe me. You don't have to side with me. But that's what I do. And I just been watching a lot of sucker shit lately. Like, it's crazy. From the OJ shit that it just was on the other day. Like, I saw people, like, motherfuckers do not like to read and get information. Motherfuckers see shit. People are visual. That's why motherfuckers go to the strip club. That's why they go and do whatever the fuck else they do. Because they're visual. I'm a touch person. I'm a contact person. I'm not a visual person. I can see anything. That don't mean that it's what you see. You know what I'm saying? You can believe your eyes, yes, to an extent. But it doesn't necessarily mean that this is actually what's happening. This is what they're putting in front of you. And for instance, here's a prime example. The Ja Rule and 50 Cent shit in 2018. Come the fuck on, man. Stop it. Dude, find something else to do. I fucked with Holla Holla. I fucked with that. I fucked with Clap Back. I fucked with that. From a music side, I don't know any of these people, so my opinion is not based upon biasness because I know this nigga or this is my friend or any of that shit. I don't know these niggas. I'm just talking about, and again, and it could be kind of hypocritical or contradicting because I just said I seen it, but that doesn't necessarily make it what it is. Now, I know what it is as far as marketing, promotion, because I do that. You know what I'm saying? I know what it is, and I know you got to do it. But, dude, stop it with this bullshit. Like, why is you steady driving on this nigga 50, man? Like, dude, he bodied you a long time ago, like 12 years ago. Stop. He got rid of you. You're done with as far as that goes. You're not done musically because you are a talent. You're an acquired taste. Your voice, how you rap, the music that you make, the songs that you make, I get that. I get all of that. And you should do that shit because you were gifted with that talent. But all this extra 50 Cent shit and talking shit about you whooped his ass, stop, nigga. Just stop it. Like, there's no resume on you. Nobody knows you for doing shit. Nobody knows that you, if you went at this nigga or you whooped this nigga ass or whatever. I never hear you talking about that shit, let alone anybody else. So your credibility is already on a minimal right there. Now, if you never had to whoop nobody ass because niggas didn't fuck with you, that's one thing. But come on, dog. Come on. You know what I'm saying? This nigga bodied you, your whole record label, because of the shit that y'all was doing. It is what the fuck it is. Stop it. It's 2018. Move on to something else. But I also understand your hustle, my nigga. I also understand your hustle because the people out here nowadays, they just so anti something, they gotta choose a side. So if a nigga don't like 50 Cent, a nigga be indifferent about Ja Rule, and he don't like 50 or she don't like 50, she gonna side with whatever the fuck this nigga say anyway. So get your bread, my nigga. I'm not knocking you for that. Salute for that shit. But on some real shit, nigga, stop it. Like, dude, this nigga bodied you. It's done. It's over with. Find another motherfucker. Go hit a ball or something. Find something else to play with. Because this nigga got with you. Just like when Beans told Charlamagne this shit. And I used to be so against Charlamagne. And I still really don't fuck with the nigga on the level of I respect him. But I respect what he does as far as his job. Because it's his job to ask certain questions. And he put himself out there because the nigga could knock his teeth out Right there in the studio, yeah, they might get arrested and all that shit, but the nigga is not scared to say that shit, so I respect him on that. But a lot of shit, I don't agree with what this nigga do, but that's my prerogative. I don't have to agree with what this nigga do. Y'all motherfuckers do that shit, whatever everybody else going with, that's what y'all go with. I don't do that shit. So I respect the fact that this man has the balls to go ahead and get with motherfuckers and get at motherfuckers about certain shit. He got that Bird. He got that Baby. He got that, he tried to get at Beans, but Beans shut his ass down. He told the nigga, you not qualified to talk about the shit that some of the shit that you be talking about. Cause you don't know nothing about that shit. It's a different world. It's a subculture. It's a different world when you out here in the street. Like, I know it's plenty of people who do not like Marc Lovell. It's a lot of people who don't like me, but I don't give no fuck. You don't have to like me, but you're gonna respect me in some way, shape, or form, period. Nigga, if you talking about I'm gonna do this to Marc Lovell, I'm gonna do this, what the fuck you think I'm gonna be doing while you talking about you doing that? I'm gonna be just taking that shit? It's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no tough nigga, I ain't no big nigga or none of that. But I ain't going for none, ever. And any motherfucker that know me know I'm not going for none. So I say what the fuck I want to say. I'm not being disrespectful by voicing my opinion. Nigga, you being disrespectful by telling me I can't voice my opinion. That's how I feel. That's my perspective. That's my POV. I don't knock you for doing your shit. I may not agree with it, but I respect your hustle. I respect anybody's grind. Period. Do what you do. But I don't have to agree with it and don't expect me to if I don't. That's just what it is. But that 2018 Ja Rule 50 Cent, man, leave that shit the fuck alone, man. That shit is nothing. And everybody who's chiming, man, don't get that shit no energy, man. It's done. That shit is over with. It's a wrap on that. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I was watching some shit today, and it just kind of took me aback, and it made me think a lot about retrospect and the times that it was. Like, you got, for instance, you got Lil Wayne on 106 in Park and with Baby and Manny Fresh on the couch on 106 in Park with AJ and Free. And Free says, she talking to Baby. Y'all call him Birdman, Baby, whatever. She asked him, you know, talking about all the gold in his mouth and all that shit. And she like, how do the ladies feel about, you know, when you kissing them and, you know, the shit in your mouth? The nigga don't even get a chance to answer before Lil Wayne get up and say he don't kiss nobody but me. And kiss this nigga in the mouth. And niggas gave him a pass on that. How the fuck y'all get this nigga a pass on that shit? That's crazy as a motherfucker. Like, how do you do that? And all these niggas that's giving passes on this shit, if this was a nigga you grew up with your whole life, you went to school with, y'all slept at each other's house, y'all know each other's families and all that shit. If that nigga did that shit to somebody, you would be calling this nigga everything but a child of God. How the fuck y'all get this nigga Lil Wayne a pass on that shit? That shit is gay as fuck. Then on another page, and if you gay, be gay. My daughters are gay. I don't have no problem with who somebody fucking. I have a problem with switch hitting niggas. Don't have no bitch and don't be fucking around with no woman and then you fucking some nigga. I have a problem with switch hitters. That's just me. You don't have to agree with me, but that's how I feel. That's how Marc Lovell feels. That's my opinion. That's my perspective. That's my point of view. You don't have to agree with it. And I respect you for not agreeing with it. But that shit is weird as fuck. Then they showed another picture where these niggas, the nigga said, oh, this is just some mob shit. This how we do this and this how we do that. Nigga, y'all eyes was closed. That's intimacy. Y'all eyes was closed. Come out the motherfucking closet already, man. Stop it. But that's what we get passes. That's what people get passes to. And I'm not with it. I think it's weird as hell. Because if you gave everybody a pass on that, I would be cool with it. But y'all niggas don't give. Why is it different set of rules for different people? I think the same rules should apply to everybody. I think if you say this nigga wrong for goddamn it putting his left shoe on his right foot, I think every nigga should be wrong for putting his left shoe on his right foot. Not, oh, that's Drake. He could do that. That's the style. Man, get the fuck on with that punk ass, square sucker ass shit. I'm not with it. That's my opinion. That's why this shit is open to interpretation. You can interpret it however the fuck you want to. If you want to engage in dialogue, I don't have no problem with that. With nobody. I don't give a fuck if it's the top motherfucking astrophysicist at NASA. I don't give a fuck. If I don't know, I'll say, man, I don't know shit about that. But explain it to me, keep talking, I'll pick up. Because I use things in context. I pick up on shit in context. But that's me. Then some more sucker shit. Like Yo Gotti, motherfucking Moneybagg Yo, Black Youngster, Young Dolph, all these niggas from Memphis. Do you know how cool it would be and how much work they could do and how they could benefit the people of Memphis if these niggas stop beefing? That's hypothetical. But if these niggas don't like each other, then they don't like each other. I can't say y'all need to do this and y'all need to do that. That's what the fuck y'all do. I don't care nothing about that shit. That's y'all motherfucking business. But I see so much shit and people with their fucking opinions who ain't never been to Memphis, who ain't never met these niggas, who ain't never did nothing. My people from Memphis. You know what I'm saying? My whole father's side is from Memphis. So I've been to Memphis and I've been down there and I know what the climate is like. Not recently, but I know what the culture, what the breeding is like. So I know that motherfuckers is really good, especially in the South. I used to always say I want to move to the South. People nice, they speak to you, they this and that. But now this shit is something else. And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is till it ain't. That's how I look at everything. It is what it is till it ain't. But this sucker shit that's going on and everybody feel like they got to chime in on another motherfucker life who they don't know and all this other sucker shit, I'm not with it. That's why I'm voicing my opinion. I don't give a fuck who agrees or who disagrees. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like this shit needs to be said. So that's why I'm saying it. Like I said in every segment of open to interpretation. I just want to inspire people and evoke thought. You make your own decisions. You do your own research. I'm not here to sway you one way or another. My thing is to make people think and to inspire people that it's okay for you not to go with the fucking flow. Stand out. Fuck fitting in. That's me. That's how I look at shit. Then on some more sucker shit, like I said, I was thinking about some shit earlier, and then I got to looking back at shit, and I'm like, damn, this shit that just happened with Rick Ross. You know what I'm saying? The rapper Rick Ross, not the real Rick Ross, the rapper Rick Ross. Like I'm looking at shit, I'm seeing shit on social media. Motherfuckers is actually on some, oh, get well, Ross, woo, this and that. Oh, 50 bogus for saying this. I fuck with 50. If y'all ain't realized that, I fuck with that nigga because this nigga do what the fuck he want to do. He say what the fuck he want to say. And goddamn it, he deal with it how it come. Period. I respect any person like that. Male, female, what the fuck ever. I respect any person like that because that's how I am. It's going to be what it's going to be till it ain't. Period. But anyway, the nigga, you know, people saying, oh, 50 bogus for saying if he dies and all this and that. But these the same motherfuckers like this faggot ass nigga, DJ Academics. I don't like that nigga. I don't know him personally, and I'm not talking about him personally, who he is as a human being. That's not what I'm talking about. But what I'm talking about is how this nigga used the shit motherfuckers getting murdered in Chicago to get on. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand how y'all support that faggot ass shit. This nigga's a bitch. Everything I've seen him, all the shit I hear him talking about, the motherfuckers he side with, that's his opinion and that's his perspective, and I'll give him that. But he's a bitch to me. Like, nigga, don't talk about, you can't talk about some shit and not try to help resolve the situation. Like, you can't just culture vulture the shit. Dame Dad said it best. These niggas is culture vultures. These niggas look at shit, sit back in their career and say shit. I have my picture, my phone number, where I'm from, all that shit on my social media. I don't give a fuck about what the fuck somebody talking about. Nigga, it's gonna be what it's gonna be until it ain't. Period. I don't care nothing about that extra shit. What you gonna do to me? What I'm gonna do to you? I'm not finna go stalk you and do something to you because I don't agree with your opinion, but I can address it and we can have dialogue. And can't no motherfucker tell me that this nigga DJ Academics ain't a hoe. He's a straight up hoe. Everything about this nigga's a fucking fugazi. Everything about this nigga. All he did was talk shit, calling niggas coons, the Grim Reaper, Lil Reese, such and such, the Wolverine, Lil J, and all this other shit. And y'all know I know what I'm talking about because I'm not just speculating because I'm quoting this nigga. I do my research before I form an assessment. I don't just, I don't like this nigga because he cool with this dude. I don't do that. I do my research. I do my due diligence. And this nigga's a hoe. Ain't nothing about him hip hop. Not the real hip hop. Ain't nothing about. How the fuck you talk about you calling Chief Keef and Pappy and Lil Durk and all these niggas, you calling them all everything but a child of God, but you sucking this nigga 6ix9ine dick. And this nigga's a child molester. How the fuck y'all support a child molester? Like these motherfuckers got pedophile sex dolls. And y'all supporting this shit. The fuck is wrong with you niggas? The fuck is going on? Other motherfuckers may not want to say it. I know they think it because I ain't the only nigga that think like this because I see the same shit they see. But I ain't afraid to say that shit. And I'm not doing this shit to get no bread. You know what I'm saying? If I get some bread behind it, it's going to be stipulations to that shit. I'm not going to just talk about motherfuckers' life. It's a lot of shit that I would love to talk about just to vent, just to have therapy. You know what I'm saying? But I don't do that. I talk about my perspective and my opinion. It's like you're an easy target. You ducks on the pond. I could talk about shows, reality TV shows, love and hip hop and specific individuals or Married to Medicine and shit like that. But I'm not going to do that. I'll leave that shit to everybody else. That's their lane. I like to create my own fucking lane. And my lane is saying the shit that some people think or a lot of people think but nobody wants to say. I don't have a problem with that shit. So I'm going to say what the fuck I want to say because I ain't lying. And that dude is a lame. You know what I'm saying? He's a culture vulture. Another motherfucker, the shit I was just watching. Like I love, and I'll say this shit, like Trick Daddy is my dude. I fuck with him. Look at the nigga resume. I fuck with him. I understand why he does some of the shit that he does. Because ain't nobody perfect. And motherfuckers be getting into shit. That don't be their intent. I always tell my kids even, when they don't understand that we fall out and shit like that. I'm a single motherfucking father. You know what I'm saying? My kid's mother left them, you know what I'm saying, in 2008. When my daughter, I got twin daughters that was 13. I got a son that was 8 years old. I also have other kids. But in this situation that I'm talking about, they mother left them at this. And I always tell them, y'all may not understand why I do what I do. You can question my method, but never question my motive. Because my motive is 100% pure. Because I love y'all more than y'all love y'all. So I have to lead by example. I can't coach them and tell them shit. Yeah, I do this and I do that and I'll say this. And I don't have no problem with standing up for what I believe in and this and that. And then I don't do the shit. So I have to do it. You know what I'm saying? I have to. It's my obligation. I lead by example. You may not agree with my method, but never, ever question my motive. Period. So on that note, I'm going to go into some other shit I was watching. I'm looking at the motherfucking, like I said, I love Trick Daddy. And I'm looking at some shit. I saw it's unsung the other day. I had seen it before, but I watched it the other day. And I'm looking at shit. And then I thought about the shit, that the little beef between him and William Roberts, Rick Ross. You know, when he was just in the hospital the other day, or allegedly he was in the hospital for whatever reason, I don't know. But I saw the shit that that people was talking shit about 50 saying if he dies, he dies. But come on, man. These niggas, that's they shit. Why the fuck y'all got so much to say about these niggas shit? These niggas is rich. Why is y'all worried about that shit? Like, I understand, okay, you got an opinion and that's that. But niggas be going 100% in. Man, fuck that nigga. I'll kill that nigga 50 because then I could get in cool with dude. Or I'll kill this nigga Ross because I can do. Man, get the fuck on. These niggas is doing them and they got shit going on just like you do. These niggas come from the same shit. But I don't agree with a lot of the passes and the sucker shit that y'all niggas accept. Like this nigga is a fucking correctional officer. You cannot become a correctional officer if you have any history with drugs and any of that shit. I know that shit for a fact. My cousin used to date a drug dealer. She never sold drugs, never been arrested, never did nothing. Some shit happened in like 95. She go to the police academy in like 2000 something. And she passed all the tests, physical, mental, everything, academic, everything. They won't allow her to be a police officer because she was affiliated with this nigga and it's documented. So how the fuck you come from this neighborhood and you affiliated and getting down and getting money with these niggas and all this and that, and you get to be a CO? That means you was never doing none of that shit. And y'all niggas believe this bullshit. Then on top of that, when they asked the motherfucker about the shit, hey, is this picture real? The picture surfaced. saying that you were a correctional officer, this is at your graduation. Nah, that picture not real. Who the fuck denies a fact? Who lies about some shit like that? A motherfucker who full of shit. That's who. So as far as that goes, I'm not talking about him personally as a human being, a father, or any of that shit. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the fact that y'all niggas is buying into this super duper. The nigga took a motherfucker name who's still alive, got the beard like him. If you look on the picture, this nigga ain't had no facial hair, no mustache. I don't even know if the nigga had eyebrows. But the nigga ain't had no mustache, no goatee, no beard, no nothing. Then all of a sudden, this nigga is the biggest boss of everything. And you got another nigga name. And then on top of you taking it, now if you was taking that nigga name and showing us some respect, I'll give you that. But then you took this motherfucking name and then shitting on him and disrespecting him. Who the fuck does that? What type of nigga does that? And you cannot tell me no nigga from the hood, no street nigga, nobody that is really about that shit and really understands that shit is gonna say that that's okay. Y'all niggas is bitches. You niggas be on other niggas dick because you think they got some money. Like these niggas make songs, I fuck your baby mama, I do this and I do that. And I don't even use that fucking faggot ass term baby mama. I say your kid's father or your kid's mother. But that's what y'all understand and that's what y'all relate to, so I'ma speak your language. But these rappers be saying this shit and talking about how they'll hit your bitch cause you broke and you ain't got this and you ain't got that. And y'all niggas be cheerleading for these niggas. They talking about your squares. They talking about you. And you sitting up here cheerleading for these niggas. Nigga, because you got some money that don't make you no better man than me. Period. Nigga, you just capitalized off opportunities or opportunities was presented to you. I may not have had them opportunities. If I had them opportunities, maybe I'd be in the same position. But I can guarantee you, I ain't finna be shitting on no nigga. Shit be fucked up for me, nigga. I still give back. I'm still gonna go talk to some kids. I used to be in the barbershop all the time and people used to be talking about how bad these kids is and this and that. And I thought about one day driving home. I said, you know what? If I ain't part of the solution, I'm part of the motherfucking problem. So what can I do? I got into some coaching. I coached 2 basketball teams, a 4th grade and an 8th grade team. You know what I'm saying? And I talked to them shorties and I told them, nigga, I don't give a fuck if you play high school ball. I don't care. But I want you to think about stuff the lessons and jewels that I'm dropping on you, and you could be a better human being and a better man. Period. That's my objective, is to evoke thought and inspire people. I'm not worried about some motherfucker thinking I'm cool. That shit don't mean nothing to me, because I know who I am. I'm cool with Marc. I don't have no time spending time with Marc. That's why I don't hang around a lot of niggas. I don't need niggas to validate me and tell me I'm cool. I don't need that shit. I don't need niggas to tell me, yeah, go ahead, fuck it, let's whoop this nigga, let's do this and that. I'll tell a motherfucker in a minute. And nigga, anybody that know me, if you question them, they'll tell you. Motherfucker be like, man, you want me to go with you? If I tell them I'm finna be on something, you want me to go with you? Nope, I'm finna drop you off at the crib because I don't want you to have nothing to do with this shit because I don't know where it's gonna go. Anybody can tell you that shit. And I'm talking about gunplay and all that. You know what I'm saying? But that was in my youth. Now I'm older. So now it's my job and our jobs as adults to teach these young dudes. These motherfucking niggas that's out here that's telling niggas, yeah, go do that shit, shorty. Go do that shit. Yeah, you part of the fam. You with the mob. Man, fuck them niggas. Them niggas some suckers because they ain't finna do that shit they sell. So they sending these little niggas off and getting these motherfuckers locked up forever. You know what I'm saying? Getting these niggas 1,000 years. Fuck that. Nigga, do that shit yourself. I'm telling all the shorties, if y'all want to be on something, and all the grown people, if y'all want to be on something, be against racists. Not white people, not black people, not Asian people, not Mexican people. Be against the racists. Go at they ass. Get these niggas. I think that every racist should be terminated with extreme prejudice. That's how I feel. And you don't have to agree with me. And that's fine. And I respect you for not agreeing with me. But that's how I feel. Because we getting set back, man. We going backwards. We ain't progressing. We going backwards. So we need to all step the fuck up and say something about the shit that is going on and stand on it and teach the youth that, because at the end of the day, when we old as fuck, 60, 70 years old, these the motherfuckers that's going to be in charge. So we ain't taught them shit. They gonna think it's okay to do the shit. Like I seen the video, motherfuckers beating up an old lady. Who the fuck does that? Who beats up an old lady? I don't give a fuck if the bitch called you your mama a faggot. I don't care. You don't beat up no old lady. What the fuck is wrong with you niggas? You niggas, something ain't right with you. Y'all getting high too much. You see a nigga doing, you see anybody, a nigga, and when I say nigga, I don't mean African American. I'm talking about some motherfuckers just outside wilding. If you see somebody doing that, baptize his ass or her ass. Period. I don't give a fuck what color they are, what religion they are, what social sexual orientation they are. Baptize their ass. I guarantee you, if we start policing ourselves and we start holding motherfuckers accountable for the bullshit and the fuck shit that they do, that shit will fall off. Just like every other fad. Niggas think that shit is cool to pull out their phone. If I'm doing some shit and I see a motherfucker with a phone, I'm questioning your character. What the fuck you finna do? You finna try to get some YouTube views, trying to put this shit on World Star? You missing the motherfucking point. The point is, I'm defending some shit that's wrong. If this is wrong, then I'm going to defend that. I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't have to know you. We all need to start doing that shit. This your guy, Marc Lovell. Peace.